Here's 3 of the biggest reasons why she doesn't find you attractive. So to be honest, this video or this list could be absolutely endless and exhaustive. Exhaustive? I think that's the word, right? But we're going to condense this down into the 3 biggest things that make you unattractive as a man, because these are the things that guys fuck up on the most, which ruins their chances to get anywhere with a girl. So without further ado, let's get into it. So number 1, you text her too fast. Now, what does this mean? Now, I don't mean you reply to her too fast. I mean, you try to set the date up too quickly and you scare her off. So as guys, we have very little to be worried about when it comes to going on a date with a girl. The worst possible scenario is that we feel awkward or she rejects us, right? Something like this. But for her, the genuine fear that she has is that you will murder her. Like literally, you're gonna fucking club her to death. This is a biological mechanism in her brain that tells her to be scared of you, and this will never go away. This is why women have this thing where they're like, he's a creep, he's a weirdo, he's a freak. As guys, we don't really feel this, right? Because there is no inherent fear. Even a girl who is bigger than us or taller than us, we're still not really worried that she could fuck us up. We still think, yeah, we'll be fine, okay? So the most common thing that I see with my guys when they fuck up texting over dating apps or whatever is that they're trying to set the date too fast. Within a few messages, they're saying, meet me on Friday, let's do this, let's do that. You have to understand that she doesn't know you. Dating is sales. She has to know, like, and trust you in order for you to go on a date with her. Now, this is going to be pretty much impossible over texting, because you can't really get to know somebody, but you can give the appearance that you are somebody she knows by having small talk, by relating to her, by making jokes, showing her that you are socially competent. So I tell my guys over texting to text for at least 1 or 2 days, right? 1 full day or 2 days. A couple days of texting to display your value, show her I'm funny, I can be charming, I can be flirtatious, and I kind of will subtly display my life. I'll say, yeah, I do this, I do that. Now, you don't want it to seem like you are bragging, but the point of this is you're weaving things in conversation that show her you're a normal guy with a normal life, you do fun things, you do cool things, you're giving her a reason to meet you, right? So let's say you do this for 2 days, and then you find something in the conversation to then have a reason to plan the date. So let's say she says to you, I'm great company, I'm really fun to be around. After a few days of texting or a couple days of texting, you say to her, we better test this theory out sometime then and see how good you are to be around. This Friday, I'm going to go and play some pool. You should come with me and we'll test this whatever out, okay? Now, there's different ways to word this, but you get the idea with what I'm saying. Number 2, you are awkward. So when it comes to dating, she will always be a reflection of you. If you're masculine, she'll be feminine. If you're relaxed, she'll be relaxed. If you're awkward and uncomfortable, she'll be very awkward and very uncomfortable, right? Now drill this into your fucking brain, because so many of you will go on dates where you just ask question after question. Where you from? What do you do? What's your goals? Boring, right? And because she can feel that you're awkward and that you're a bit tense, she becomes awkward, she becomes tense, which then makes you feel more awkward, you more tense, because you can feel this. When you go into these dates, you have to genuinely go into this thinking, I don't care about the outcome. I'm going on this date for fun. I'm not going there to please her or to try and impress her. I'm going to see if she's good company, if she's fun to be around, if she could possibly be a good partner for me. That's the mindset you need to be going into this, because when you do this, she's going to then be qualifying herself to you rather than you trying to prove yourself to her, which is what most of you will do. I'm this, I'm that, I have this car, I have this watch, I can do this for you, do that for you, I'm great in this, I'm great in bed, blah blah. A lot of you do this, right? So go into this date and I'll set the scene. Let's say you're ideally next to her, not opposite her, which I've explained in other videos, but you're sat near her on a date, right? Wherever you are. This could even be in the car. You want to embody the persona of somebody who's genuinely really comfortable and doesn't care. So what many of you will do is, let's say you're on a table and you sit opposite her, which is a mistake in itself. You'll do this. You'll lean forward, right? You'll almost like metaphorically lean into her frame. You'll show her, I'm invested, I'm needy, I'm desperate. When really, what should you do? Yeah, interesting. You should lean back. One of the videos I made on my platform, my coaching platform, was that you should not be mirroring her. You should not be copying her behavior. Now, when we like someone, we will subconsciously do this. When they laugh, we laugh. When they smile, we smile. In order to create enough clarity to basically distinguish you two from being friends and to be able to escalate, you have to show her that you two are different. So if she laughs her head off, you don't laugh your head off. You smirk confidently. If she leans in, you almost lean back and show her, I'm so relaxed right now. You put your arm on the back of the table or the chair. You let her come into you. If you want a girl to be like cuddling into you on a date, date and putting her head on you and looking up to you and being like, oh my god, you're amazing. You can't lean into her. That will not create this reaction. What will create this reaction? And I know this works because I've done it 100+ times. You have to basically, you dictate the frame, right? So you lean back, she leans into you, you're relaxed, she relaxes, she can be normal around you. You can then escalate, put your hand on her, kiss her, blah blah. So it goes from there, alright? And some of you may be asking, yeah, Matthew, but I've not had enough experience. I am just awkward and uncomfortable on dates. There's your answer. Go on more dates. When I was 18, 19, 20, 21, I had not been on that many dates. I'd been on maybe like 50 dates, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, right? So I've been on a lot of dates, but in the grand scheme of things, that was like a date every month or two, something like that, if you work it out as an average. And not that many, you know, it wasn't enough repetition, it wasn't enough practice. Think about in the gym, you want to build muscle, you go 3, 4, 5, 6 times per week because you're constantly working the muscle. You're ingraining in your brain, repetition. The more reps you put in, the more natural it becomes. Like, you know, after a few years of training, you don't have to think how to bench press, you just get under the bar and start pressing. Same things with becoming skilled with communication and girls. You just become good at this to the point where you don't think. So you need to go on more dates, you need to be around more women, you need to be in the presence of more women that you find attractive. And one of the cues that I give my clients is to flirt with the world. Now, you can practice your communication skills with girls by flirting with everybody, but again, I'm not going to go into this because that will take half an hour, and I have so many videos on my platform on this. So if you want access, then there will be a link below to get access to this. Anyway, let's get to point number 3. You dress boring. Now, I'm not saying you have to dress like some really flamboyant, weird guy. Like, I'm picturing Russell Brand right now. If anyone knows who Russell Brand is, you know, when he was younger, he used to wear a shirt, right? And there'd be literally one button done on the shirt. He'd have eyeliner, his hair would be all over the place. I'll get my editor to put a picture of Russell Brand in. I'm not saying you need to do this, right? But you need to have some sort of sex appeal. Just like the reason why you'll find girls attractive is because you can see the contour of their body. You see their small waist, their hips, their arse, their tits, right? Now, they will wear certain clothes that accentuate this because they know that you're going to find this attractive. But guys don't really put much thought into this, and you should do the same. Women find forearms attractive, they find exposed necks attractive, they find veins attractive, they find the V-shape attractive. So you should do things that highlight this. I will wear button-down shirts and undo a few buttons. I'll have jewelry, my tattoos. I'll have my fresh haircut, which will then shape my face and create the appearance of a more structured masculine face. They like bone structure. I will roll my sleeves up and expose my veins, my forearms, because they're muscular, because I train them, right? This kind of thing. Now, I'll put a link in the bio to some like fashion page, on Instagram, some sort of like male fashion page where you can take some advice from that, because that's what I did. Now, this is not like the most outgoing top, but if I was going to go on a date, I'd wear this with like a cool leather or suede bike jacket. The jacket's not here, I'm looking for it. And then I'd wear some nice pants and some nice like shoes or trainers, right? I now have sex appeal. I take it off, I leave the buttons undone, I have my chain out, I have the confident body language, this kind of thing. If you want to make your life easier, buy clothes that fit you well and make you look better. As a rule of thumb, you actually want to go a size down in your clothes. So I made a short form video on this on my Instagram where I said that the easiest way to be more attractive was to wear clothes that don't fit you. This is a small. I'm 6'1", I'm 82, 83 kilograms. I should wear a medium or a large. Now, if I stand up, this does fit me. You could argue it's a little bit too short. Alright, fair enough, but it fits me way better. Now, would I fit into a medium or a large? Yes, but it would hang off me, whereas this, it's tight on my arms. It looks way fucking better. With jeans, obviously, you're not going to go a size down, otherwise you'll look like you're wearing like your little brother's pants. But yeah, so take these 3 points on board, adopt them into every situation, dating-wise, moving forward, and I promise you, you will get 1,000,000 times more success, alright? Until the next video, see you all later.